All right, welcome back to the channel, guys. Now I guess a little small coincidence. You just saw Tarn and Junkheap. They're my two newest 5 stars that just came out of being unlocked from batch 15. Uh, I'm sitting on a lot of crystals, so why not, right? They're probably going to be dupes, but let's go for uh, some more transformers, right? Should be opening up 10 at a time, not one at a time, because this takes forever. Look how long that takes. And fingers crossed we get some more goodies. Like, I particularly don't like to bank stuff up, but let's, while I have the time, let me open them up. That was the key thing. We'll try to get to, what did I have, 1,500? So trying to get 5,000 5-star shards. It's not going to take like a half hour or anything, but it is going to take a little bit of time. And the worst part is, like, right now, I think I only have um, 2 upgrade slots available. I purposely left them open so I can upgrade 2 of them as they came out, but just I had the time, so why not? Run amok. Hoping for a decent amount of 5-star, excuse me, G metal cores. Um, Preferably ones that I don't have. See, I don't like how long it takes to connect. Did I at least get a... Nope. But I am getting some combiner spark. I need that for this account. I'm not at a point where I feel like I'm going to be using um, 5-star shards to increase somebody's rank. And I think some of the stuff gets a little insane too. Meaning they want us to, like, certain ranks cost more than a whole 5-star transformer. So between, like, buying bundles and using 5-star shards to get somebody at that level seems a little insane to me. And I don't even think the highest levels even have. No, actually, they do, right? 100,000 character shards. I'm sorry for the extra noise. Hopefully, I'm coming in clear at least. I always have some type of weird microphone issue. It's a little frustrating at times. Let's see. What I want to do is I want to crank Tarn up where I had a small gripe. I feel like I should have done Tarn's ability 11 a long time ago. And why I didn't was because I was like, oh, his ability 11 is different than everyone else's. It's not like a regular upgrade. It's going to be a play mechanic difference, right? He doesn't. You can activate his what do we call that? His support ability wherever he is, but when he gets his ability 11, that turns into an active ability. Again, sorry about the microphone. And that's where the gameplay difference comes in. But now the gripe is, when I do that, I'm not going to use his 4-star. But it's like, hey, wait a second, I don't use his 4-star or his 3-star, so that's why I was like, oh, okay, no problem. Let me upgrade him, give him his ability 11, and see if it's worth doing the same thing on Alpha Trion. So that's the main kicker. It's like, is it worth doing for Alpha Trion? And I kind of use my backup account here as a little, I don't want to call it measuring stick, but I use my, as a test, as a beta, as a public realm. I feel like I'm going to go until this thing says I'm running out of room for power cores. Maybe that's a good measure. If I battled more often and better, I wouldn't have let those combat bot chips pile up like that. Oh, all right. So let's see where we stand. I'm probably going to have to do another video just to... Okay, you have over 5,000 cores. Fuse now to avoid the danger of reaching the cap. Right? Unfortunately, danger of reaching the limit and losing new power core rewards. So the message pops in at 5,000, and the dev said that the cap is 6,000. So let's see where we stand. Oh, geez, we're only halfway. We're only halfway there, huh? Anybody know a song that has those words? Because we're living on a prayer. I know that's a song from, I think, the 80s. And any young person watching this video will say that's a really old song. Let's just try. Yeah, we have to do some conversions. The easy one is right here. Really. Okay, that's good. I meant this. 1, 2. For half a second, I thought we would lose stuff doing this, but I guess I did my own test. It didn't look like we lost anything, but it does cost more as you upgrade stuff, which is normal. That's been in the game forever, so that shouldn't be a problem. But this is the quickest way I can do stuff. I went through that, the what do you call it bundle? The Leo Kaiser bundle. So I expect similar on the other end. I don't even need. And the worst part is I don't have enough energon to do stuff. All right. We're pretty close to the bottom. Zoom to the bottom. Damn, look at all these electricities. This should be a part of the my gameplay video, not my core video. And I think that's it, right? Okay, this is it. No, we got one more. Was that tacors? Flares. All right, let's see if we can continue with opening stuff up. Because combining those things was a little boring anyway. Because I don't need them. I don't need base defense cores. Let's go back to 10. I have so many bombshells. See, just trying to get to some 5-star shards. And get one more 5-star character. And hopefully that's an omen for getting Flamewar. I think the other person was Dirtbag. I don't mind getting Dirtbag. Because Dirtbag's really good. Like I said, throwing his bomb out there distracts, whichever you want to say, base defenses and outpost bots from coming to get you. So it's good. But Junk Heap and Flame War, I feel like, are the better ones to put together. Yeah, Vortex would be good. If Vortex at a 5-star. Whoa. What's going on? I'm trying to remember. There's been a handful of games out there that have done sequels and let you pull certain information from the older games. If Earth Wars had a sequel and had every single upgrade, because what's happening is it's a 9-year-old game now. As games become a service, they tend to last a little bit longer. But if it fails, they'll cut their losses really quick. Put their tourniquet on and chop. I would love to see like a huge graphics overhaul. Gameplay would stay would stay very similar. Um, like whatever fundamental or core things that are broken, like they say they can't redo the replay system. So it's like, all right, so they have to go back to the drawing board and fix that, right? Like they made this look like the toys, but they don't make these toys anymore. So there was like it was odd. Like maybe if this thing took off, would they make, you know, there was the G1s, there was the G2s. Would they these be the molds, and then they would recall it like what, G3? And if they had G3s, I mean, I remember certain knockoffs and stuff, but I don't think they officially had like a G3. But um, they had reissues. I don't know how long those lasted. Maybe that was the hope, right? Because that's what it always comes down to, right? Like you'll notice in some industries, they will have other things um, that kind of funnel back to the main thing. We'll use an example, right? Um, Wrestling is a perfect example. There's the big shows, Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, and what they do is they build up to the pay-per-views, which is their big money tickets, right? But how do you get more people to buy pay-per-views? You get more people to watch Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. How do you get more people to watch Monday Night Raw and SmackDown? You talk about it in NXT. You have other shows, documentaries, uh, being like NXT, LFG, um, What's Your Story with Stephanie, um, What Do You Want to Talk About Tonight, Up, Up, Down, Down. Like they have so many YouTube shows. And then there's the wrestlers that promote themselves on Twitch. Uh, then there's Lord knows how many people on these um, these social media platforms that do their own personal content and get their following and money and whatever talking about wrestling, right? Um, that's the that's how they became somebody's, right? They not directly partnering with like the wrestling companies, they're indirectly giving them publicity and funneling more eyes and attention to the wrestling companies because they're reporting on it in one way, shape, or form. Right, let's see where we stand. And so we got to do that again. All right, let's first do. Oops, not what I meant. Convert cores. Do we have any? No, that's the wrong one. Upgrade cores. We got some more there. Right. Oops. At some point, I do have to go into the transformer cores, but that one, uh, not that I specifically want to save for another video, right? What the case is that that's gonna that's gonna be a little bit more important because I'm not like rushing through it. I'm like, oh, I need this, I need that. And is that everyone? No. Maybe I can do I don't think I can just do universal cores for the transformers. It's pretty much going through the whole list. And like I said, going through that that Leo Kaiser Combiner Gate bundle is a big one. Yeah, it's saved me a little scrolling, right? I guess I didn't have that many universal cores. And I think that's the end of the event. So that's decent timing, right? Yeah, we can. The tactician ones are only good like really early on in the game. I don't suggest on using them later on. It doesn't make any sense. So this is what I was talking about. It's just like are there any of these guys I can upgrade? Is that the only one? Yep. Like, this isn't much. All right. Who was it? Iron Bison. I'm just going to go to. There's Skyhawk, right? Okay, maybe we can just get away with Skyhawk. I click too many times. I already have his G medal, so that's. Yep, there we go. So, like I mentioned, we just hit it, so it was good timing. Let's go back in here. Oops, not there. It's still 10. Nope, it wasn't 10 out of time. Like the RNG to get a base defense core should shrink as you kind of get things maxed out. I probably even said it during this video. They need to do a better job of getting us stuff that we don't have. Nobody wants, the same core 7 times. Me personally, I know I have like a handful of like G1 and bot specific cores to guys that I don't I no longer need to have additional cores for. Like there's no reason for you to put like a G metal core on a 2-star bot, and even like a 3-star bot. Like 2 stars, they only go to level 40. You get them maxed out pretty quick. So what's the point? It's better to melt that down into the core that you're going to use for your 4 or 5-star. And I want to say that like at some point, yeah, I mean I could definitely say this. Right? At some point, you're going to see the disparity of a Mac, like of a 4 and a 5-star. Like it's very obvious when it comes to like a 2 and a 3-star. But like all of a sudden, when you have like a say a 4-star that's level 65 that only has like a 5,000 um, power, and then you have a 5-star also level 65, but their power is like almost 7,000. It's just like, all right, there we go. I mean, there's other factors to it too, right? Between well, it's apples to apples when it comes to having a G metal core, but percentage wise, like 10% of say an attack of 100 is just 10 more points, but 10% of an attack power of 150 is 15 points. So it stacks accordingly. And of course that's going to happen because they're going to make the 4 stars better and stronger and have a higher cap than lower star ones. Like, and I just used the 100 as an example, right? I don't have anybody any 4-star or 5-star that's maxed out to compare. But like sort it in name and you'll see for yourself, you know? Like a 2-star that you keep at like ability of 1 will only have like a power level that's like under 500, you know? All right, so what I can hope for is that the next time we see that I hit the 5,000 cap, it's going to be because, of course, I've opened up enough that I have a new 5-star transformer. The only other gripe is that when I, what is it? When I do some gameplay, I don't have the event to really like move these guys forward. What a day! Happy to get to do these videos. Just wish they were a little bit more exciting. I don't know if you guys have been watching, like, particularly this year's upcoming games, but some of them, like their introductory videos, they just look incredible. Um, there was, I think, the latest Call of Duty or the Black Ops, called the Blops. I was just like, could you imagine if? I mean, they could start making like full on movies like that. And some companies have already been doing that. Like when you look at like Capcom and Resident Evil, they already make like fully CG movies that look really good. The reason I bring that up is it's just like, how come some team hasn't like grabbed a handful of developers, use a really good engine, and we can even use like say say Unreal, like make the movie and the game off the same engine and the same team, and I think it would be fine, right? Like if you look at when the Clone Wars movie came out, the Star Wars Clone Wars movie, I can't specifically say that looked like a super high end detailed movie, but they did like the cost evaluation, right? And they used that same technology to make 6 or 7 seasons of the same TV show. And then when they kind of made a video game off of it, it was just like, I know they didn't use the same, I guess, movie engine that they could for the video game, but they look so similar. So it was just like, could you imagine just use once, do it correctly, and kind of get paid like 3 times? All right, do I have enough? Tell me I hit 5,000. Oh my goodness. You know what I'm not doing? I'm not opening these bad boys. That's where the issue is. Yeah, if I just opened the 4 stars up, I would have been fine. Yeah, I think so. Good news is I don't even have to open up the 3 stars. I think I have every Autobot 3-star. Let me stop that. And one more, right? There we go. And if these are all dupes, I think I hit it right. Nope. And let's get the Autobots. And now I hit it. Yep, all right. Let's go into 15. And hoping for Flamewar, but I don't mind Dirtbag. So that's going to take care of this video. And if you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you have some constructive criticism, go ahead and leave it down below. And I do make videos, so feel free to subscribe. And the next immediate one is opening up that 5-star. And then following that is some gameplay of leveling up. Yeah, leveling up. And yeah, I think that's going to do it for the immediate short term. But we have other videos coming up, more gameplay. So go ahead and subscribe. So have a good one, guys.